On the 25th of June 2004, President Obasanjo signed into law one of the most consequential pieces of legislation of the current dispensation, the PENCOM Act 2004. The act mandated that employers must contribute 10% of emoluments, while workers contribute 8% of emoluments as pension in a retirement savings account. Section 4, Subsection 5 of the Act further mandated employers to maintain a group life insurance policy in favor of each employee. Over the last 20 years, the scheme has registered over 10.5 million workers, which represent 80% of Nigerians in formal employment, and has over 21 trillion naira in assets under management. However, 21 years after the law was enacted, many states are yet to fully comply. According to PENCOM, in its Q2 2024 report, even though 25 states have domesticated the CPS law, only 7 plus FCT have fully implemented all aspects of the contributory pension scheme. They are Lagos, Osun, Kaduna, Ondo, Ekiti, Edo, and Jigawa states. The entire Northeast geopolitical zone is almost 100% non-compliant. I mean, there's no pension bureau, no CPS remittance, no actuarial evaluation, and no group life insurance for civil servants. The paradox is that out of the 28 states yet to fully implement the CPS laws, 18 have pension for life laws for governors and their deputies, laws that they are fully implementing. There's no further evidence of how out of touch these states are than this. Worse still, some states are technically stealing workers' pension by deducting and not remitting the funds. Add the fact that many employees are not even aware that they are entitled to group life insurance protection from the employer. The implication is that civil servants in those states will likely face an uncertain future after retirement. There's no bigger enabler for corruption than this. It's high time state chapters of the NLC rise up to challenge state governors to fully implement these benefits for workers. If a state like Osun, with its many challenges, can afford to implement fully the contributory pension scheme and the group life insurance, there's no reason why Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Cross River, Plateau, Borno, Yobe, and Kwara cannot do the same.
I don't even know where to start from. So there are actual states who deduct employees' contribution pension, and they don't remit the fund.
Yeah.
That's wild. How can you be stealing from your people?
Yeah, it's very stealing.
It's criminal, and nobody has attempted to prosecute them, to take them, sue them or something.
They are the governor. They are the government.
But there is a labor union.
Them? So it's only the labor union really that can take them on.
And it's true. I'd also like to ask, the group life, do they come through when there is a loss? Have you seen an instance? Or is just something we just pay, but not because they actually do something?
On the corporate side, I've seen it work. And that's the private sector. I don't know how it works in the private sector.
All right. That's it for me.
I don't think I have much to say. But like you already said, when it comes to things that has to do with money, our leaders put themselves first. Because why would you implement something that you know can affect everybody, but focus on yourself and implement it fully? But when it comes to everybody else, you don't really care. I feel like it boils down to systems that hold people accountable. And if we're waiting for the government, the system within the government to hold yourself accountable, it will not happen. Mm-hmm. Right? That's why you have the labor union. Mm-hmm. What are they doing? It's not their job.
Minimum wage.
But it's not their job to make sure that they protect workers.
Yeah.
So what are they doing? Why are they not taking that up? I mean, this has happened for a long time. Why are they not taking that up and making sure? Because even all of these organizations and all these unions, they're also corrupt. They're still Nigerians. Nigerians are president. Nigerians
That's the point.
are chairman of, like we have like Asians. That's one of the other
most of them
the corruption is on every level. The corruption, like Kisley came here and said, what we need is simple leadership. Simple leadership. Simple. On every level. From the school teacher to the gatesman to the security man, everybody to understand they have a role to play. So if the people that are responsible for this job are not doing their job, who am I to come and suggest? So yeah, that's my take.
I think you mentioned this in trade unions. What are they doing? NLC just focused on, minimum wage that they can't even fight for effectively and get a living wage for their workers. That's the biggest part there. And the most important thing is everything is about incentive. They don't have incentive to do the right thing, so they can steal. And then when the worker is also stealing from government, doing some corrupt things, they feel justified because, after all, they're also taking our money and they are going to give, so let me take this one the way I want to have it. And at the end of the day, it still comes down to politics. It's about governance, and the way you get the people that will govern is through politics. And as long as people are not understanding the relationship between governance and their lives, that's how they will just keep doing anyhow, and then we allow people to get away with a whole lot of things. It's really sad.
I wish there was some recommendation that would work. But you see, when you have a government that is not responsive and reactionary for a little time and then they move on, they acknowledge some of these lapses, but then what is the long-lasting thing that they do to stop it from reoccurring over and over again? You see a governor, a former senator, they're on pension for life. They get 2 houses, 4, cars. You get continually, in addition to, even if they moved to the Senate, then they get these 2 continuously. And then you wonder, Nigeria has money. Nigeria is a very wealthy country. But you see, what about the people, the ordinary people? You keep seeing them, queuing up every month. You see them doing re-registration. They want to be sure that they're still alive and they're the one collecting pension. You see, so until, I don't even know who can fight for us. Who will fight for us, Yinka?
You will fight for yourself. Nobody is coming to save anybody. Every Nigerian needs to stand up.
Zuma and I were talking.
Because the trade unions are compromised.
Who will fight for us? Yinka, who will fight for us?
I mean, Zuma and I were talking about how when it comes to chasing the corporates, the private sector, the government is very good.
Oh, yes. They will text you,
Chasing
they will call
for
you.
compliance.
They will hound you, literally.
The question is, who is going to chase the government, the state government? The federal government is very compliant with this law, so there's no issue there. But we have state governments who just refuse to comply.
It's the people.
So the question is, who is going to chase them?
The people.
It's the people.
But are they even aware?
How?
They are not
So
aware.
they need to be. So they need to be aware.
So,
How?
The
By
media.
voting them out.
It's the media that will make them aware. Because they are media.
Okay, all right. So
For us, it's part-time. We are full-time.
Trying.
yeah. All right. We push to rebalance the scales. We push for a society where the strong aren't allowed to prey on the weak, but where the weak are protected and provided for.